I know it's been a little while since I've been posting, but I've been a little busy with shit. You know, a lot of drama going on, a lot of health problems with my girlfriend and my mother, so been a little preoccupied, shit like that. New things went on recently. I got a new rabbit. She's a 2-year-old giant mini lop. I call her a giant mini lop, even though she's a mini lop, but she's not much of a mini lop because she's a big fucking blimp hoe. The people who had her previous were breeding her and other mini lops, and they were kept in pretty bad conditions. They were kept in a garage in 95-degree fucking weather in tiny cages like half the size of a full rabbit cage that would be required for a small rabbit, and they're basically just kept in their cage all the time, and it was just, I don't like that kind of shit. You know, it just pisses me off. You know, if you don't know how to treat animals, then maybe you shouldn't have them. Anyway, last time we were doing some missions, doing some side shit, and, well, let's get back into it. I will be doing more videos. I'm going to start just doing them after work, I guess, since I'm usually up till 4 or 5 in the morning anyway. Just the videos that I do after work, I probably won't be talking as much because my girlfriend will be asleep because our work schedules are really different. She works usually in the mornings, like before I go to work, and then I go to work after she's done. But I mean, on her days off, it's not that big of a deal because she's usually up with me for a couple hours anyway. But yeah, I need to start doing some more videos because I just got new games recently. I got the Sword Art Online, and yes, I know a lot of people probably got a lot of hate for the game because the anime's got a lot of hate, but whatever. And the definitive edition of Tomb Raider.
Got it. Two of the city's finest scumbags. Oh, yes. Mike Verdun's favorite son, Thomas Burke. 9 weeks ago, Burke stumbles into Roman the Butcher Barbarian's deli, drunk off his ass, waving a gun around. Fires off 10 rounds. The only thing he manages to hit is a fucking hamlock in a goddamn deli case. A bunch of boys slap the shit out of him, toss him in a dumpster. Well, here is one too old point to dump, Mike. Most of Burke's leg with a tire. That's why Burke was going to be no longer cooperative. He started making the trip south, then making the back. You always struck me as an asshole. Yeah, just like every other Irishman. But he hates Marcano as much as you do. Yeah, alright. Least I can do is give Danny's old man a chance for a little payback. Oh, fucking hell. He's been spending his time in a dive bar quite some time. Duffy is called. Shouldn't be too hard to find. It better be worth all this trouble.
What are you doing, Violet?
Mr. Vito Scaletta. Gotta be shit. Last couple months been pretty tough on old Vito. Sal's always hated him. Thought he was a mole for the commission, but he couldn't do anything about it because Vito's paid. After the heist, Sal refused to pay Vito his cuts. Then he put the clamps on him. He's been trying to limit Vito's ability to pay what's owed. Mr. Scaletta can't keep up. Commissioner gave Marcano permission to whack. The only reason that Vito is still above ground is because he has a couple off the record deals. And using that money to pay Sal. Just to let credit. Got your explanation. It lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, but the clock is ticking. A couple weeks ago, Sal sent in his nephew, a kid named Michael Greco. He helped Vito run River Road. Greco's been using his guys to do where he can go. once he has Vito completely boxed in, Letta has to know what Greco has planned. Okay, with this, see if I can't leverage this thing with Greco to bring some Letta around my way of thinking. I'm sure I'll appreciate your concern.
I would suggest starting Vito's missions first, because he'll give you more health, you know, health bars, and your first mission with him, you get one of your cars back. Obviously, in order to get like cars and shit like that in this game, you have to unlock districts and stuff. And then you can compete in races for like graphics and stuff like that. Like once you unlock Bert, you'll be able to get the cars and shit customized, which is pretty cool because you could do like graphics and like better engine, better tires, that kind of shit. Really amp everything up. There's a junction box over here. I'm gonna let you out, but if you keep bothering Violet, I'm gonna beat your ass. And my two females are going at it a little bit. My one female keeps trying to hump the other one, which is normal. It's just really bothering me because she keeps trying to hump her face, and if you have rabbits or if you know anything about rabbits, you know that's a big no-no. Because they will bite the other one into the genitals, and you don't want that. And you want to go down? There you go. I got one. I think she might have dwarfism, and no, she's not a dwarf rabbit because she's the same breed as these two other rabbits that I've gotten, as well as her brother from the same litter, and they're all regular sized. Two of them are full sized. Her and her brother are still pretty much babies, but she is teeny tiny. Excuse me a minute here. Who are you? Come here. Who is this? Keep her up here before I beat her. She keeps chasing after Violet. Violet don't want to be bothered. Violet is 2 years old, so we're trying to let her get settled. And my other female, Salem, will not leave her the fuck alone. And it is really pissing me off because when you bring a new rabbit, you have to let them get adjusted, and she's getting along just fine with all the other rabbits, but Salem is just harassing her because she wants to dominate her, and it's fine to let them dominate, but it's just she will not stop, and it's getting to be way too much because she, like, they'll do the whole hump thing until one dominates the other, and it's kind of obvious that it should be over by now, but the one is just relentless, and it's getting too much. Like, Violet is right now trying to free roam, trying to have a good time, trying to explore, and the other one is just up her ass, not leaving her alone. Well, it didn't go the way I expected it. I don't have enough for the junction box. God damn it, I hate when they do that. They'll catch you right as you're fucking reloading. Which is, in my opinion, like the worst fucking annoying thing they could possibly do. I have to change guns because I don't have enough ammo. But there is a painting in here, you can grab that whenever. Obviously, as always, I will do more of these junction box later and show you where a bunch of the collection things are. But I mean, they're not really too hard to find, so... Violet's not in the cage. She wants to free roam. She needs to leave her alone. Get away from her. Jeez, my fucking buck doesn't even hump her as much as she does. It's getting on my fucking nerves. There's another painting up there, but you can't get it right now. I really need to get some junction box fuses, or whatever the hell they're called. You're gonna stay here. Well, then she's getting locked up in the other cage. Just a minute, guys. I have to deal with this. Is she gonna stay? Because if she goes in that little cage again, that's it. She's getting locked up for the rest of the day. Because her and Sabbath are in there, real nice, sitting there snuggling, and she's going in there and fucking jumping on her head. She keeps it up. I'm gonna hold her down and let her sit on her fucking head and crush her goddamn head. See how she likes it. Yeah, my one bunny's acting really fucking violent toward the other one. She like went in and legit sat on her goddamn head. And it's really getting on my nerves because she's new, Violet, and she's not doing anything. Like, she's in there right now with my buck, and they're in there snuggled up eating hay, and my other female goes in there and just jumps on her fucking head, like hard as shit. Like, I love my rabbits, all of them, but I swear to God, she's like really driving me insane. If she don't knock it off, I'm gonna have to start locking her up by herself. Stay on the bed. I don't want to lock her up unless she forces me to. Because I don't like locking them up. But if she goes in that small cage again, that's it. And even when you come back, after you drop me off from work, make sure the little one's out of there, but she's in there. Alright, these missions are pretty fucking easy. What the guy said wasn't really even important. You don't even have to listen to them if you don't want. Because they don't really give you any important information. They basically just tell you, yada yada yada, do this, do this, do this, do that. And you basically just have to draw this guy out. You do that by attacking all stores under his control, all little gang areas and shit like that. And sometimes there'll be like cars with like $ signs over them, and it'll say follow. And if you follow them and shit, it'll take you to like a stash where they have money and stuff. And then also, you know, does damage to them. And it also gives you extra money, but you don't really have to do the bagman missions too much. If you take over one area without doing any enforcers, meaning you don't kill any of the enforcer areas, like these things, you actually get an achievement for clearing out an area without taking out any enforcers. I just do it because I already had the achievement. I don't give a fuck. So I'm not gonna not do it, because taking out the enforcers means that when they send reinforcements, if you don't take any of them out, it means there'll be like a high amount of reinforcements. When you take over an area and one of the centrets, or whatever the fuck they call them, the guys that go and, you know, basically go cry on the telephone that they're getting shot up. You don't have to do that, but I mean, it's up to you. I swear to God, who are you? No. You come out. You come out. You stay in. You're done. Alright, there's not going to be any more interruptions. You do get an achievement for doing stealth kills. You also get one for doing like violent takedowns. love when they do that. They just like walk right up on you and fucking shoot you. Really fucking annoying. Okay, fuck you, buddy. I recommend calling her whenever. This is also why it was a good idea to get the veto first, because it unlocks this right away. He also, like I said, he unlocks the mob doctor, which gives you the opportunity to make more health bars. But yeah, call her whenever you accumulate a great amount of money, because if you die, you lose like half your money, which is like fucking annoying as shit. So the minute you have a good amount, I suggest just calling her up and just depositing all the money with her. I mean, you can still go back, and if you feel like driving all the way the hell out of your goddamn way and depositing your money in your safe, by all means go ahead. But that is very annoying, especially when you're like not anywhere near that district. Like if you're in an entirely different island, like say you're all the way up here or all the way down here, right here, you're not going to feel like driving all the way the hell up here, you know, and going to your safe, which is right there. You know, she'll come wherever you are, and you know, even if you're in the middle of a shootout, she'll come up. So like I said, just, you know, feel free to use that, because it is a lot of help. You might think, oh, well, it's not such a big help, blah, 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 blah. It is, trust me. I like how a shotgun blast can reach me, like, from all the way the hell over here. I like how that missed him completely, even though he was right in front of it. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's always a good idea to do these junction boxes in the areas where, like, it's a territory, because it'll put all the, you know, enemies on a mini, like, map, which is better than blindly running in there and not knowing where the fuck they are. There's another one over here. I'm just going to grab it real quick before I take this area over. Whenever you see them, like I said, I suggest just snagging them. They're all over the city, and, like, it doesn't hurt to have, like, a shit ton of them. Like, there's been times where I had 60 on me, and I was only taking over one area, and obviously that's way more than I needed to take over one area for the junction boxes, but it's like, you know, when I took over the next area, it was like less time spent looking for them. It just cuts down if you just like find them right away. But any way you want to do it is up to you. Boom. Boom. Yeah, in big territory areas, there's always, like, best, so I would suggest grabbing them. Just a little added help. I mean, I'm sure there's people who can clear this thing without needing a vest, but whatever. I mean, you know, you're free to do whatever you want. Yeah, as soon as you see that telephone go above that little asshole's head, take him the fuck down. Because he'll call reinforcements, unless you feel like sitting there and fighting, like, wave of people and, like... It's up to you, yeah, and that guy up there is good to take him down. I mean, if you didn't know he was up there, obviously, it would have caused a problem, but I've beaten this game before, so I knew he was up there. He had a sniper rifle, and he will slowly plink away at your fucking health. There's money in here. There's a different kind of gun in here. Yeah, this handgun you can use as a shotgun, but I prefer this kind of shotgun. Though I should switch up. I'll probably do that after this. I'm gonna switch up my gear. Wherever you go, make sure you collect all the dollar signs, because that's, you know, more money in your pocket, more money taking out of the damage. Because every area and every person you take over, there's like a certain percentage of damage you have to do in order to draw out the boss, and it's all like, you know, money-wise. And even though not all of it has to do with collecting the money, like you can get it just by damaging properties and stuff like that, it's a good idea to collect the money just because you get that money that you swipe. They're out in the hallway.
Violet too?
Yeah, see, there she is. There she was running. Oh, there's the door. Okay. Yeah, it is a bit tedious and a little bit of a pain in the ass to go around and find all this money. But, you know, it's really useful because you'll burn through money a lot, especially if you want better guns, you want to improve your health, you want to improve your accuracy, you know, hold more ammo, shit like that. You need to spend money in order to do all that. Like, you'll unlock it by taking over districts and shit, but you still gotta buy it. Which, I mean, is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but... There's a painting here somewhere. Pretty sure it's all the enemies. I don't see anybody on the map. Probably should have just kept that money because I probably will end up spending more.
clothes and maybe damn. I'm really full of shit up here.
Who's this guy? You know how to play.
Laundry.
For those of you that didn't hear it, they're planning to release on the PlayStation Network the .hack GU trilogy. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I just recently purchased a re-release of Star Ocean Till the End of Time for PlayStation 2, which was one of my favorite all-time games. So I'm looking forward to what they'll be doing with that. A lot of people are like, why didn't they, redo all the other games? It doesn't make any sense. Why just GU? I actually think GU was better than the other ones, though, because I feel like the other ones were kind of tedious, and there was so much running the fuck around. And GU is more direct of what you had to do and where the hell you had to go, versus regular .hack, which was kind of vague on the explanation of where you had to go and what your directions were. But I mean, that's just me personally. They just released the Crash Bandicoot series, which a lot of people were excited about that. Me, I like Crash, but I was never really obsessed like some of my friends are. The game's, I don't know, like, I just kind of didn't really enjoy platform games too much. Like, I mean, I did play them, but the whole running in a straight line and jumping over shit was kind of boring for a while.
So like random like Vegas.
But I mean, there was other ones, obviously, where you did different shit, but that seemed like the main, like, I don't know how to explain it. But it was just, the original Crash Bandicoot was just kind of not my thing. I guess that's the point I'm trying to get out. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, oh my god, Crash Bandicoot, blah 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 blah, but for me it's just like, nah. There's so many other great games that you could, sit there and just put out, but you're like, just going by popular demand. But I mean, I guess I understand that you're gonna go with what's gonna sell. But then again, I don't know too many people who went out and bought the Crash Bandicoot game. I can only list like 5 people off my Facebook who I know rather well who went out and bought the damn game. Versus if they would do like an HD remastered of a game that was like a hidden gem. Like, it's just weird. Like, they'll pick like these weird ass games to just remaster, and it's like, what? I mean, I'm glad that they redid Star Ocean Till the End of Time, but it was just one of those games that I don't think a lot of people really knew about it. Like, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know many people who played the game personally. I mean, I did, obviously, and I love the game, but I don't know a lot of people who knew it. Fuck, I got the cops on my ass now. One thing that they explain in this game rather well is you're going to always have the cops after you, regardless if you're defending yourself or not, simply because these cops are in Marcano's pocket. So it has nothing to do with the fact that, you're defending yourself. They shot at you first. You're the bad guy because, they're in their pocket. was lucky. That's a real first, okay? Because usually, whenever I get spotted by the cops, I'm usually like fucking having to go on a complete wild police chase and shit. That's actually the first time that I literally shot somebody in the sight of a cop and didn't get like my ass like shot to pieces. Like, that was weird. Anyway, see, that was one of the Playboys, and obviously, like I said in other videos, I'm not going to open up the Playboys because for the reason that I don't want my videos flagged for nudity. Even if it is vintage, barely legal. I have no insurance, but I don't see it if it's not illegal. Whoa. I don't care, like, some people have, like, my friends have seen my videos and were just like, dude, you suck at driving in these games, and I'm like, I don't care. I actually enjoy running people over and crashing in this shit. It's kind of funny. Besides, these street cars, I don't really give a fuck. These all suck. And your cars personally, it doesn't matter how badly you fuck up your cars. Next time you call for one of them to be brought to you, they're automatically fixed. So, go ahead and trash it to hell.
Did you take off record of what's been happening? Nah. No, man, they probably see Greco on the ground next to you if he could. But he's a lifer. If he's got a job to do, he's gonna goddamn well do it. Fucking situation all around. Wendy's about to get worse. Tell the boys that you got to work through job. You take the road out just enough to leave back to the doctor. You don't have to deal with it.
Alright, we're going to take down a fortress. I think this game has like a really good like soundtrack, if you ask me personally. There's like a lot of good songs and a lot of good bands on it. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Rolling Stones, to the fact that they had 2 really good Rolling Stones songs on it was like enough for me. But then they had like amazing songs like The House of New Orleans, which is a really amazing song. I forget what the name of the damn band is who did it, but I mean, it's a simple fact that there's so much good shit in this. Don't you know you suck dick? Fuck, he's gonna call for reinforcements if I don't get to him. God damn it, he called for reinforcements. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Who's next? Come on. Okay, so he's a dude, but I just want to go grab this health back real quick. So you can either kill them now or get more money in the long run. I always prefer to recruit them, but there's also an achievement for killing all the racket bosses, as well as there's one for keeping them alive. Giving people things.
Put some of you guys on.
Where the hell's my phone at? You buried under your shit. What the fuck, man? Well, it's not, so... See, if you take over district and you give part of it to one person, like say to Vito, but you're going to ultimately give the place to another person like Cassandra, you'll temporarily get some of the things that they're promised if you unlock the area to them. But if you give the entire district to them, you'll lose everything that you unlocked by giving to that person. So it's recommended you just, whoever you're going to give the area to, just let their people take it over.
me. You found it, right?
Yo, Connie DeMarco. Been keeping an eye on the smuggling business for Vito. Roy Thibodeau's in charge now, and it's a damn shit show.
Why don't he get bounced to you?
Oh, he'd bounce Roy right into a hole if he got to say so. Greco didn't pick Roy, and that puts a target on his back. Still, Roy's trying to sell the usual shit from out of Cuba. Cigars and rum mostly. Hell, rumor has it they even selling medicine and shit to the Cubans.
Sounds like Greco's strong.
Imagine Greco thought his Uncle Sal getting a break, but no. So he's squeezing everyone, including Roy. Business gets any worse, Roy's gonna have to come down and see to it himself. Nah, Roy's got a few guys here and there.
Might take some persuading, but I'm not gonna talk.
You get hold of one of Roy's guys yet? They're sure to talk if you, ask just right.
Little tip with missions where you gotta interrogate people. If you shoot them before they get into the car, then you don't have to do this whole stupid shit where you're gonna drive like a nut in order to get them to talk. It's a pain in the fucking ass simply because if you're not careful, you'll alert the police. And then on top of trying to get them to squeal, you also have to worry about, not dying. Because the cops will literally fucking just stay on your ass and shoot the shit out of you.
Tell me what's going down in Roy's warehouse. The boss is trying to get medical supplies to Cuba for extra cash. I know where the shipment is.
You remember me now.
See how easy that was? Versus them jumping in a car and then having to chase their car, or jumping in the car with them and driving like a fucking asshole. Possibly getting the attention of every goddamn cop in the vicinity. I mean, if you like excitement, then buy ahead. Go right ahead. But there's enough shit to do in this game without having to waste time on one goddamn stupid thing. Some of these areas that you go to when you're doing shit like this, you'll actually come back here later on. Like this area right here. So rigging this box is also setting you up for a future mission. Yeah, so it's always a good idea to get those boxes right before you're about to go into a compound area like this, where like I said, if it's a huge building like this, obviously you're gonna know that you're gonna end up coming back here. Like, I'm here right now because I'm doing an extra mission, because like I said, there's bag missions, and then there's missions where if you interrogate people, if you decide not to kill them, they'll tell you of areas like this, and you could just come clean it the fuck out and get all this extra money. And also it helps you get damage to the area that you're trying to take down faster. Yeah, I don't really like sneaking around too much. I just like blowing people's fucking heads off, so I'm a psycho. I know some people that play this game, you're like, oh, well, you know, I like to sneak around, and I'm sure you'll find some playthroughs where people sneak around and shit, but me, I just like to run straight in and just fucking shoot every goddamn person, because it's like, I'm gonna kill them anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I use my knife or I use my gun. Besides, I'm in here, big boy, come play with me. Like I said in other videos, always make sure you check, like, wherever you see a dollar sign, make sure you check that area, because sometimes you might just miss it by like an inch. It might be right in front of your damn face, sitting on top of something, and you just might not be able to see it because of the way that your character is standing and the way that the camera's angled. Oh yeah, come on. Come on, Mr. Linebacker. Touchdown. Yay, did a barrel roll. Come on, where you going? Whenever there's like trucks involved, it's usually you could steal them or damage them. If you want to damage them, if you don't have any grenades, I suggest you shoot the fucking shit out of the fuel tank. Otherwise, you will spend literally like 15 minutes in every round in your gun clips trying to blow up these fucking trucks, because they're like, there's just no way unless you have a grenade or you shoot the fuel tank. Like, I've done this, not knowing this. So, I literally one day just was shooting the shit out of this truck, and the truck would just not blow up. And I was getting so fucking pissed off, because I was like, I emptied every goddamn clip in all my guns, and I even went around to other dead bodies and took all the fucking bullets out of everybody's guns, and went back and kept shooting it, and it just was like, no, I'm not gonna explode, fuck you. And I was just like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? And then, you know, obviously I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, that's the fuel tank. Why didn't I just shoot this in the first place? Boom, boom, and then the truck just completely blew up and sent my character like ragdolling, and I was like, holy shit. I think there's one more. Yeah, there's another one. The little barrels you have to shoot, or you can throw like a Molotov or something. These, you could like shoot them if you want, but it just saves ammo if you just use the crowbar and break them. I mean, like I said before, it's entirely up to you, the way you want to approach it. I think I'll steal this truck. Something good comes of me murdering a bunch of people. Medical supply truck gets donated to a church. Ignore the bloodstains, Father, for I have sinned. I mean, the only thing about, you know, delivering these trucks is it's kind of tedious, because, you know, now I'm going out of my way, which is a bit of annoying, and this truck, like, it says it's doing 60, but it feels like it's doing 5. I hate these trucks in these games, like, but I've never played one game that involves driving, like Grand Theft Auto or any kind of game where they have, like, fast trucks. Well, now I'm doing a little bit of speed, but that's only because I'm downhill. Come on, get out of the way. I have no insurance. I'll kill you all. Ooh, that was close. Not a scratch on the truck. Shut up. Come on, there's a truck barreling at you. I suggest you get out of the damn way. Bad news for you, my brakes are out.
Lessons, medical supplies, antibiotics, bandages, bunch of other stuff. Much too good to be used.
I probably don't want to know where this came from.
Don't ask and I won't have to tell you.
Fair enough. I know some folks who can use this. I'll take it from here.
Wait, I wanted that car, you son of a bitch. See if we can steal a nice ride. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. It's actually weird that I'm in the French ward right now because they were just on the news, the French ward, because they had these two tourists that got brutally assaulted outside of their hotel in the French ward in real life. I mean, that's not funny, obviously. I'm just saying it's kind of funny that I'm playing in like this area, which they try to act like New Orleans is not like this bad place anymore. They're like, oh yeah, it's good, you know, there's no mob down here anymore, yada yada yada. Nope. I would like to go to New Orleans, but that place is really fucking dangerous. I mean, if you remember when Hurricane Katrina hit down there, you had motherfuckers in the stadium with the cops and shit running around shooting people. Like, you were with a bunch of refugees who lost their homes, dude. What were you gonna steal in a stadium? With like 600 to 700, maybe even more. I'm just estimating. I don't know exactly how many people were there. Ah, oh, damn it, I came the wrong way. But, you know, despite the point, New Orleans still isn't no safe haven place. I'll probably get hate for saying this because I know some people probably were like mad that I said it in other videos, but I'm actually Republican and I'm actually for Trump despite the fact that a lot of people are like anti-Trump because you know, a lot of people are like think these sanctuary cities are such a good idea and they're really not. They're like sheltering, you know, illegal immigrants is not good for anybody. You know, this is the United States of America. I understand we were built on, you know, immigrants and shit like that. A lot of immigrants built this country. Yeah, I understand that. But this country was built by people who were trying to make an honest way in life, not murdering, raping, and beating people. And it seems like every immigrant that's here illegally at some point in time has been, you know, assaulting people, raping people, like all these fucking people that they're proving the point that they shouldn't be here. And New Jersey, which I currently live, which I kind of want to leave now, was the one sanctuary city in New Jersey here. They're talking about making every illegal immigrant that's in that part of the city a legal citizen, which that's just not right because there's people who literally have to go through hell to become a citizen here. Like, I go down to Wildwood a lot, and like, I want to say when I was 18, we made really good friends with these two gentlemen who worked at the Olympic Casino, which is no longer existent because somebody bought it out. The casino got ran into the ground because they didn't know how to fucking, you know, keep the arcade going because they put up a bunch of cheap-ass prizes instead of really good prizes, which it seems of what they've been doing down there now, trying to rip people off. But, anyway, like, the place went to shit. So, it's no longer existent. But, anyway, these two gentlemen that worked there, they're really good. They were from Estonia. They wanted to live in America. They had their green cards, and they came back with their green cards a lot. My mother stayed in contact with them because they were really good guys. You know, we were friends with them and everything. But, they weren't able to get their green cards again, so they weren't able to come back. These guys were really hard-working people, and it's like, you have people like that who are ball busters, who work themselves to death, you know, try hard to become a legal citizen in America, and then you got people who just hop a fence and automatically want citizenship. That really pisses me off. You know, there's people who work hard to come here, and then you have people who successfully become citizens, and it's like they worked hard to get here, and then that's being thrown to shit every time somebody decides to hop a fence, and now you're gonna let those people become citizens because they hopped the fence? No, that's not right. You know, but that's just my 2 cents on that. I think personally every sanctuary city needs to be bombed. I also think California needs to be just nuked. You know, Puerto Rico wants to become part of the United States. I think we should let California become an independent state like they wanted to and replace them with Puerto Rico. Stop chewing on the cage. You're not coming out. You're bad. I'll beat your bunny buns. You're bad.
Out of there.
That was pretty funny. It's my ladder, bitch. I'm that motherfucker who owns all the ladders around here. I like how all the white people in this game, for the most part, are really easy to kill, like random people, but like games like Grand Theft Auto, like, you can like shoot somebody like 70 times and they're like running away, like holding their chest like, oh.
Hi, little one.
Meanwhile, this game's like, you just shove a white person who's not like an enemy and they're just automatically dead. I love some of the conversations with the NPCs. One I've heard was I went up and I just like swung on a dude and knocked him out one punch, and this like old black guy was like, straight smoked him out of nowhere. Then I went around and I was like by like a river or something, and like I went and like I shoved everybody into the water. I just like punched them and they all went falling into the water and died. It was pretty funny. Sneak attack.
Baby, out of there.
And what was that? Joe Jam and you up there drinking again? How the hell did you see me from up here? I wasn't even moving. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. I need life alert. Yeah, I don't need to do any more damage or anything.
Coming out here to give a rope to this guy.
Get your piece of shit out of my way. And I got out on a care appointment. She just drives off the dead person. It's JFK all over again. No, not doing that. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here because I gotta get dressed for work. So I will catch you in the next video. As soon as I can get this damn video to end. Damn it, it's gonna do this again. I can't see with this in my way.